Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy LD Rides Official back at it again with another video. Alright, guys. So, I said I'm gonna do a phone tab next last video, but I got someone ready for it. Someone I know. But give me a second, I'm gonna close my door. For this. Alright. So now, alright. Let's get right into this phone tab, alright?
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Nada. How you doing, bro?
I'm just big chilling, about to go up to my car, grab a big old fat monster.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So, right now, as you know, I'm doing YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you want to say anything to YouTube on how you know who I am and everything?
Well, see, I met you at MEPS. We survived 22 weeks of pretty sucky, hard, really good, but worse military training.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, we've been like freaking best friends ever since that, so.
Heck yeah, man. But yeah, man, freaking, as you freaking know, that I'm still bigger than you at doing pull-ups.
Yeah, that's why we call you Tank.
Exactly. But yeah, man, freaking, how you been, man? Like, how was, your side training since you're a infantryman and I'm a Cav Scout? Like, what was your training like that you can say but that you cannot give away details? Like, how was your training?
It was decent. It definitely sucked. They give mainly the smaller guys bigger weapons, so carrying the 240, which people can look up.
Mm-hmm.
And just pretty much they keep pushing you. I mean, it's the best, like a love-hate relationship. It's the
Right.
best thing that's ever happened to you, but it's hard, and the training is just, it's phenomenal. Like I said, I don't really know if we're supposed to talk about it because it's military, but the training definitely makes you proficient in having your best, like, move, communicate, and fucking kill.
All right. Any words of advice for anybody who wants to go into the military of any branch?
Any branch, don't be so, like, I don't know, don't be that guy who just hides there and just, like, plays his part. Be part of the team. That's what people need to do. You need to respect others, and you're all coming from different places, so you all been through different things, so everyone understands that. You just gotta, a lot of people just gotta get through the thick head that, hey, this is new now. That old me is gone. This is the new me.
Exactly.
Don't give up. That's the biggest thing, man.
Oh yeah.
So many people. My platoon my whole entire company had 250 people. At the end of it, we had like 200. So, if you're gonna be all poop-and-face about it, then it sucks to be you, man.
Exactly. So I've had a few questions on where are some of the few places that you can get stationed at. Like myself, I'm stationed out in Texas. Where are you getting stationed at?
Fun fact, I'm getting stationed at 101st Airborne,
Mm-hmm.
and it is they're actually transferring over to Air Assault now, so Airborne won't be there. We can get stationed in Bragg, Bliss. We can actually get stationed in Fort Hood as well, and that's where a majority of people go.
Mm-hmm.
Hawaii, Germany, Italy, and Fort Riley is a big one too.
Right.
That's where I got some family heading to, and all over the world, man. I mean, you're sworn in to protect, so you're gonna be anywhere that's anywhere like that. And honestly, they even train over in Alaska. So.
Right. Of course. All right, man. Freaking. Do you have any questions for me that you wanna ask?
Yeah. Answer to the people why infantrymen and Cav Scouts have such big differences.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring it. So this is the icebreaker. Okay. So I get told this. I'm like, oh, what's your MOS? I say 19 Delta, aka Cavalry Scout. They're like, oh, so you're basically a mounted infantryman. No. So the difference between a Cav Scout and infantryman is, yes, infantrymen like to kick indoors. No pun. No. Is that true or is that a lie?
Oh fuck yeah, dude. We clear a building, no problem.
Right.
That's our job.
Yep. And then Cavalry Scouts, what we do, we are back, like far back, but we're still at the front line. But we scout out the area for whoever is the enemies and where they're at to place our men at for a strategic purpose. And so Cavalry Scouts, we are the reconnaissance unit. We are who you want to send in prior, and we are there to help and assist anybody, as well as as we like to say, is that we are the infantryman's big brother, because we know it's true.
Yeah, me being an infantryman, I say, oh, hell no. But everybody just plays their part.
Exactly.
There's always, I know for the infantry, they joke around and they say, even I say it sometimes, there's two jobs in the Army. There's infantry and everybody else.
Yeah.
But it's just the same thing with Cav Scouts. There's Cav Scouts and there's everybody else. There's always going to be it's a brotherhood relationship. So, of course, if you have brothers and sisters, if you don't, then, maybe you never experienced it, maybe with friends. But there's always going to be that, brotherhood bond where, we love each other, for sure, but we're still going to, get on each other's nerves.
We're going to butt heads, but at the end of the day, at the battlefield, I'm going to have your 6 and you'll have mine.
Yeah, we make sure everybody gets on.
Exactly. That's our main job for, not just being a cavalry scout or infantryman or any branch of the military, because there are so many jobs in the Army or in the military that take a big part of the picture. But at the end of the day, we all work under the same United States. If you're Army, doesn't matter what job you are, because it says U.S. Army, Air Force, Marines, no matter what it is, it says U.S. on it. The U.S. is United States, or us.
Yeah, and another thing is people will understand you are U.S. government property, so you can't get in trouble. So I don't think you can go home and smoke a bowl and think it's fine.
Or drink a freaking keg and go drive around with your buddies. No. One thing.
And a bunch of military stuff that doesn't really work together.
No, and one thing I like to say, actually no, my troops, we like to say on the weekends is, it's a given. If you drive, you don't drink. If you drink, you don't drive.
Yeah, if you're gonna drive, man, it's so easy to lock up your keys. Come on.
It is. But and then if you're 21 years old or older, and your roommate's 21 or older, and you both drink, put your keys up. Don't go out and socialize like that. Don't even drive. Freaking take an Uber or take a Lyft or ask a buddy who's not drinking.
Have people drive to you. They have cars too. You don't have to be that I'll come to you. No, that's just, if you're gonna do it, well, then you might as well be light infantry and just start walking.
Or like Cavalry Scout and be walking a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. Go for a run or something. I'll run, 5-6 miles every day.
Right. And then me, I'm just on my arm day.
But hey, it's safer than driving.
Right. Shoot, I'd rather walk 8 miles, no pun intended. I'd rather walk 8 miles than drive and risk myself getting pulled over.
Yeah, exactly. It's people gotta understand that type of thing.
It's
a serious deal. It's a lot every time. I mean, you gotta remember, if you're wearing a uniform, even you're respecting. You're giving off the example of being in the military. So if you're gonna go do that stuff, and now your news headline, you're just gonna make it look bad. It's like, if an officer shoots somebody, it's gonna end up being where it's gonna be well, the officer shot somebody. Then if it saves somebody, the officer saved somebody. It's gonna make it look better. You need to worry about who and what you're doing and what's wrong and what's right.
Right. But freaking, I was gonna say, I was gonna say this, freaking, I was gonna say, it's one thing in the military is you get to pick and choose who you hang out with. By the end of the day, no matter what, if you have an issue with somebody, you're gonna be there right next to them. I can name countless people who I have issues with, but if we're in the line of fire or we're on the field, they're my brothers. Doesn't matter if I like them or not. I'm still gonna protect them, and make sure they get home safe too. Not just, I won't freaking care. I'll do what I gotta do to make sure they get home to not just their family, but to their loved ones, or to just back home in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, what my drill sergeant used to always tell me is, you don't have to like a guy, but if you work with him and he comes home, that's the main goal. You don't have to like somebody, but you could even hate him. You say, I would never do anything for that guy, but you would because you always make sure he'd come on.
Exactly. Exactly what I'm talking about.
So you got to work with him.
Right. But freaking also, like, what was I going to say? Do you have any more questions, though, my guy?
What was that?
Do you have any more questions that you can ask me? Or any questions that you want to know?
Man, not really. I mean, military, mainly Cav Scouts and infantrymen know pretty much almost the same thing, except for, like, just their jobs. They're different, but we know the same thing going on. You know, we have stuff we can and cannot say, and same thing goes for you guys, so.
Exactly.
He's per week hearted. I went in there as a guy who used to be, like, depressed and stuff. And came out of the military 7 months later, and here I am. Exactly.
And I came in the military, you know, thinking I'm going to be high speed. I know all this stuff. And freaking, I got hit real quick with, I don't know anything I thought I knew. You know?
Yeah, it's a whole different. If you think that you're going to the military and you know what you're doing, you don't.
Right.
So you may know, like, I know how to stand properly. You don't. I may know how to eat food. You don't. I don't even know what time and when I can use the restroom. You don't.
Yep. I know how to dress. You don't. You know.
Nope, you do not.
You literally don't know nothing.
Gets dressed faster than military.
Exactly. And then there's kids who want to get out or get reset to a different troop. One thing I realize is it's easier just to freaking do it. Take the 6 months or 7 months of pure agony, pain, you know, wanting to quit. Take that and use it to your strength instead of giving up midway or beginning, and it'll take you longer to get out.
We had guys who came in during the first 72 hours, which is, they say, the hardest part, but, you know, every day's another day. You get by it. It's going to suck. More days are going to be worse than others, but,
right.
You know, if you go in there, we had a guy who ended up, so every phase is 4 months, right? So the guy ended up...
You mean 4 weeks?
Or 4 weeks, yeah, my bad. 4 weeks. I'm so out of it.
4 months, like, bro, that's we'll still be in basic.
Yeah, you're still in training for 10 weeks, but, you know, every 4 weeks, you know, you kind of get in a different phase until you become a soldier. Then it's black and gold phase, which after that, I mean, now you just train for your MOS of whatever it is. But, like, for sure, one thing, like, we had a guy who left in red phase. He said, I quit, you know, whatever. You're weak-hearted. And next thing you know, he's out about 5-6 weeks later. And then we had a guy who quit week 10, you know, and he got out at week, like, I think it was week 12 after that, which ended up being, and like, when we graduated. Like, he was there when we graduated, but he was just not, he was not strong enough to a point where he could not, he would have done it with us. He was like, man, I wish I would have stayed in. This is the same stuff we've been doing, you know, it's just your job. And he regrets it. He left, you know, and you can't just give up, you know. This is something that you need to do and you're devoted to.
Right. Yeah, we had one dude, believe it or not, dude, we had one dude leave, like, quit in yellow phase, right?
Oh, man, that's at the beginning.
At the very beginning, the 72 hours. He quit in the freaking very beginning, right? Catch this.
Yeah.
This dude is still there, and and everybody in that troop's gone. He's still there.
Yep. It happens because they tell you once you get there, it is longer for them. I mean, even if you try to leave when you first get there, the first day you step out of the bus, 30th AG, you try to leave, you're going to be there for months on end. And guess what? The class that you could have left with and graduated 7 months, 6 months later, they're gone, and you're still there.
Exactly. Like,
you can't give up. That's one thing that you just can't do. People need to understand that. Is, you know, this is something like if it's for you, you're devoted. If it's not for you, we understand. You know, go be a civilian and work and stuff like that. Like, we respect you guys. You know, we've served if you ever heard of those Soldiers Creed and Army values, you know, we serve the people of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So we work for them, and they help us, and we protect them, and we help and do what all we can do. I mean, if any military personnel sees a car getting jacked, or if they see a guy getting beat down or something like that, like, you know, we're going to intervene, you know? We do what's right. We save our people. So.
Exactly. But at the same time, we also can't use force because of the training and what we've done.
Yeah, most of the military personnel, as soon as they graduate from basic, if they're a combat MOS, meaning anything that has to do with probably gonna see combat and stuff like that. You're trained to kill people, and so that's what makes us a little bit better than almost everybody else. Just simply for the fact that because, like, I can go up right now to a guy that's 6'6" and looks jacked and thinks he's hot shit, and I'm only 5'9" and not that huge, and I can still probably take him down with what I've done.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And Tank over there, he just kill anybody.
Nah, man. I'm just. I look intimidating. I get told that, but at the end of the day, I'm like a big old teddy bear. Like I'll protect somebody, but if it comes down to the line, I'm gonna hurt someone because I gotta protect. You know.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, it's one of those things where you gotta pick and choose your battles. But military, we really just kind of go in blind, and really it's just pray for the best. But we know what we're doing, and if anybody tries to mess with Tank or if anybody tries to mess with me, we know that we got each other's back, no matter the distance.
Exactly.
I'll fly a good 18 hours just to come overseas and whoop someone's ass who's way bigger than him, and so it's that type of deal, man. But
yep, exactly, man. Freaking but guys, this guy, do you want to introduce yourself so they know who you are? Like, you don't have to say your rank, just civilian, okay? Civilian is.
Civilian?
Yeah.
Well, I guess they can just call me Dylan. I'm an E3.
Yeah, that's Private First Class Washer, aka my buddy Dillon. Know this guy, good kid, great kid. We went to our hotel and I hung out with him, our buddy Reggie, my buddy Centers.
All four of us.
The four musketeers, right? Not the three, the four musketeers, right? And did we sleep that night?
So there's a tradition. I went to MEPS 5 times before enlisting, trying to find out what job I wanted to do, because you have to pick your job wisely. And I found what my job was, which is infantry, and I could have done any MOS I wanted to. I got an 89 on the ASVAB, and I could have done most of any job I wanted to, but I stuck with infantry because I didn't want to join the Navy, Air Force, or any of them because we won't be on the ground and fighting. I don't see it in the air, and I don't see it overseas. I won't be right into it. So.
Yep.
But every time we come to MEPS, I don't think I've ever slept, and it's a long day of just a bunch of bull. So.
Yep, freaking. But honestly, dude, I remember we all hung out in my hotel room. We did not even sleep. Like, nobody slept with it. Everyone stayed in my hotel room with me, and we watched a little bit of TV. We were on FaceTime with people. We were taking photos, videos, Snapchats.
Yeah, we were having fun.
We were.
That you do, like, your last civilian day, pretty much.
Yeah. Last day being a civilian, and then next day, you swear in, and then boom, you're kicked into the army. You're there,
Yep, we left that day, arrived the same night, and
didn't sleep that night. We didn't sleep for 72 hours.
Yep, 72 hours. So if you think about it, MEPS plus that, we didn't sleep for about 4 to 5 days.
Yeah, give or take. And then and then when you get comfortable at 30th, you're there for like 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, and boom, you're right.
I got sent to Camp Kelly because my bunkmate had COVID, which was Reggie.
Wait, Reggie had COVID?
He got COVID, and he was there for 5 days trying to figure out if he was positive or not. I was there for 2 weeks, so that's why I didn't get to be in the same unit as you guys. But you know what? I don't regret it. I met some pretty good people. I kept in contact with you guys, and we made it out. We may have different units in the future, but no one says anything about flying down there and going on vacation
or getting stationed at the same unit and being attached.
Exactly.
Because I know darn well, man, whenever I see you, bro, down the line, if you're on the same as me, bro, I'm like, that's my boy right there. That's my brother.
Yep, it's one of those things. Supposed we haven't seen each other for a long time, so we're probably gonna go out, have some fun.
Heck yeah, man.
So it's that military bond that you don't have to see the person for years. You don't have to talk to him for years, but you always know, like, hey, if you need a place to crash, and I'm not even home, and I haven't been home for weeks. Yeah, go crash at my place, man.
Just make sure you clean it up when you leave.
Yeah, exactly. For me, you don't have to do that. I'll clean up. I got time.
Nah, man. It's one thing we learned as a Casker, bro. We do not leave a trace of where we're at.
Oh no, we don't do that in the field, but my house is a bit different. It's a little bit of a, it's all right.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yep. But all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna post this video today. Today is July 13th. If you guys want me to, if Dylan, is it cool if I put your Snapchat down in the description below in your Instagram?
Yeah, that's fine with me, man.
All right,
If
cool.
anyone has any questions about the military or anything about the infantry or basic training as a whole, they can always just Snapchat me and say, hey, what am I getting into? And I'll be upfront with you. I'm not going to BS with you, and I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, but we can't tell you every little detail of the basic training.
Oh, no, you got to have a little bit of a surprise.
You gotta have a little bit of fun there.
Yeah, you gotta experience it for you. I'm not going to just let you give the whole rundown. I'll tell you that's going to suck, but you're going to love it.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, man. But
mentally demanding.
Exactly. All right, guys. But I'm gonna upload this video. Today's July 13th. This should be up today. But appreciate you, Dylan, for talking to me. Talking to the people of the YouTube world.
Yeah, no problem. And you guys can also check me out on YouTube if you would like.
Yeah, I will for sure have you send me that link so I can put it up on the channel.
For sure. I do a little bit different stuff, but I got some content coming out as soon as I get to my unit because I'm on leave. So.
You're on a TDY?
What?
Are you on TDY?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Alright, cool. Alrighty, guys, but I'm gonna post it though. Sorry, this sounds so long, but till the next time, guys, take care. Wolfpack, you already know, stay strong. Alright, guys. Latest. Yee!